If I was a non-white Brit right now, I'd be feeling pretty concerned. I'd be worried because I'd be thinking that I'm going to get tarred with the same brush because of the immigration crisis, which is literally gripping the country. You know, it's getting into fever pitch now, and very much this divide and conquer thing is probably going to see different groups starting to battle on the streets relatively soon. And that's not fair. It's not acceptable because, you know, all of us that are here legally, and, you know, it doesn't matter how long we've been here, one generation, two generation, whatever, if we're here legally and our allegiance and loyalty is to Britain, then we are part of the solution together. So first of all, it's about identifying where your loyalties lie. If your loyalties lie elsewhere, then, you know, perhaps you need to consider whether or not you should be part of that nation rather than this one. And it even comes down to, you know, which cricket team do you support, which football team do you support. It should be England or, you know, one of the British Isles countries first. If you feel that you're more aligned with somewhere else, you know, perhaps the place of your heritage, then right now you need to consider whether that's a better place for you to be having your existence. We need loyalty here. We need everyone on one team, and everyone's welcome to be part of it. But ultimately, you know, that's the first question that has to be answered. The second one is what to do with everyone that's here illegally, because they have broke the law, you know, they're undocumented and they are a security risk. Well, you know, we've had a British expeditionary military for, you know, the last few decades. And what that means is that it's really good at setting up camps and, you know, logistics supplies. So we've got a pretty inactive military. We've got a lot of veterans within the country who've got experience firsthand of doing this expeditionary warfare. So why not pick a part of the UK? You know, go and set up a tent city like we would have seen in Bastion or in Iraq. And then we can move all of the migrants from out of the local communities and put them there while they get processed. And then obviously those that are allowed to stay, which there shouldn't really be that many because they've all broke the law to get here, can stay, and everyone else, you know, gets sent back to where they come from. That would seem sensible as well. And then obviously we need to work out what British culture means to us that are here, you know, and that's not like sort of being delineated on any particular ethnic lines or, you know, skin colour or whatever. This is everyone that's here who identifies as British. And we talk a lot about identity politics. Well, if you identify as British and, you know, you can assure yourself and everyone else that you're going to put Britain first, great, be part of the solution. And so we need to identify what Britain is in the 21st century for its inhabitants, its participants. And, you know, there's going to be different views, there's going to be different competing needs, some of which are going to have to, you know, disappear as part of the compromise, some of which can be, you know, things that can unite us. And we have the consensus, we have a conversation, and we work out what can, you know, be part of this new British culture and what cannot. And then once we've all agreed on it, let's go for it together. Yeah, let's stop allowing people to divide us. Let's stop allowing people to sort of push us, you know, into different camps, different groups, and do this together.